Guys, so now to cut the lining for the front and the back, you need to fold in your allowance here. So you go to you fold in the allowance at the base of your gown. Can you see now? This is where my gown length ends. Can you see? So you fold it in like this, because that is where my gown will end. We're going to attach a lining to this part. Okay, so after doing that, you're going to place your lining and then you start cutting. So you can go ahead and pin it down. Okay, you can pin it down like this so that it doesn't drift around. So you're going to exclude 1/2 inch here, okay, that you're going to use to join, and go ahead and pin those two ends. Okay, then you place your lining on it. What I want to do basically is to fold in 1/2 inch allowance, okay, that I used to join the lining to this part on top of the one I folded in. So go ahead and pin that again to your fabric. So make sure you have 1/2 inch on top of it. Okay, make sure you have 1/2 inch on top of this folded one, and then go ahead and pin it. Okay, that's the way you can cut the lining. Then you cut the sides, the neckline and everything. So I'll just align it and cut out the side. Make sure it's all aligned properly. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cut it and show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what I have. So this is the top of my gown. Okay, this is the lining, the fabric. Okay, and here I have the base. Okay, so you can see this is what I have. So what I'm going to do right now is to pin this part. Then I'll go ahead to the sewing machine to join the base of my lining to the base of my fabric. Okay, like this. So I'll first go ahead and join it, and then I'll show you what to do next. After you have turned in the base of your fabric with your lining like this, okay, the next thing you will do is to pull it up. Okay, you go to the upper part, so you can see that it's not equal at the upper part, so you're just going to pull it up. Okay, just pull it. Okay, so that's where the effect will come into place at the base of your dress. Okay, so you pull it until the neckline and the neckline of the fabric and the lining until they both meet. Okay, then I'll go ahead and I'll stitch the neckline, okay, up to the base, and this is what I will have as a base. Okay, so you stitch it, stitch it, stitch it. So you see that your folding allowance will just automatically fold in, then you sew. Alternatively, you can start sewing from the base of your fabric. Okay, so by the time you've done that, this is what you get. So this is the right, this is the other side. This is the part that has my lining. And as you can see, the folding allowance has already automatically formed. So see where I marked, you can see this chalked part. That's where the length of my gown will get to. So, and this is the folding allowance, and I've also stitched the sides, okay, the neckline, okay, and the side. Next thing I want to do now is to transfer my darts, okay, on the other panel. Okay, so I have two, I have 2 panels for the front. So what I'm going to do now is to pick up one that I've not turned, this one that I've seen that I've not turned, as you can see, because my dart is still very obvious, and I'm going to pick up the other one that I've turned, so that I can transfer my dart to the lining. Okay, which is going to be like the wrong side for this panel. Okay, so guys, this is what I have. As you can see, that's my folding allowance over there, and over to the top of my bodice for the back. Okay, so I'll give the neckline a notch, and then I'll turn it out for us to see. Okay, I just want to transfer my dart. As you can see, I've ironed it, and this is what it looks like on fold. That's the base of my gown. Okay, so I'm just going to transfer my dart. So guys, as you can see, I've inserted my dart. Okay, so I've inserted my dart to both sides. Okay, the same thing for the front panels. Okay, so my dart as well. Okay, so the next thing to do is to cut out the sleeve. Drafting my basic sleeve. Okay, so I'm going to make it a 3/4 sleeve. So this is the top of my sleeve. This is my cap height, this is my bicep, and this is my sleeve with my sleeve length ends. Okay, so now I'm going to take my armhole measurements on this line. I'm going to take my round armhole, the widest part of my arm, I'm going to take it here. I'm also going to take my 3/4 round sleeve here. Okay, the widest part, okay, is 18. Then I will give it 1 inch allowance. Okay, so I'll come to the base here, and I'll also mark out my round sleeve or the sleeve length. Okay, and that is 6.5 plus 1 inch. Okay, so I'll take my armhole measurement here. My armhole measurement is 20, round armhole 20, but you subtract 1 inch, so that'll be 9 inches. Okay, because of the curve, you're still going to get a curve and you don't want it to be too much. So I'm just going to draw a line from here to here. Okay, so I'll find the midpoint of that line. I have 10 3/4 here. I'll just make it 5. The one between 3/4 and 5/4 and 5.5. Okay, now I'll come up by 3/4 inch here. So I'll just connect my armhole to this point. I'm going to redraw it, the curve to this point. Then from here, I will draw a straight line up to the allowance I want to give. So for my armhole, I want to give it the same allowance. Okay, so I'll just draw a straight line from this center. I'll draw a straight line to that point. Can you see that? Okay, this is for the front armhole. Then for the back armhole, you will come from here. You're going to recurve it and come down to this initial one, and then go like this back to this one, just to form an S shape. Can you see? So that is what I have for my sleeve. Then I'll connect these lines together. So this is what I will get. Okay, so first thing, you cut your back sleeve first before you cut the front sleeve. So let me mark out my allowance here, because I'm going to fold in my allowance so I start cutting. So you fold in your allowance, then you cut. Okay, so let me cut the back sleeve first. Okay, so this is the back sleeve. Then to cut your front sleeve, you open it up. Remember, I have 2 sleeves. Okay, make sure right side is facing right side. Okay. Just to create that hollow. So just go ahead and notch the center. And yeah, our sleeve is ready. So I'm not going to line it. I'll just go ahead and fold in my allowance. So you grab your front and back panels. So the back will be underneath like this. So you place the sides that needs to face the shoulder here. So this is the side here. Can you see? So you place the shoulder on it like so. Okay. The same thing for the other side too. I'll place it on it as well, and I'll go ahead and join the shoulders together. How do you join the shoulders? You pick up the back, use the back shoulder to turn the front shoulder. Guys, so as you can see, I've joined the shoulder together. I'm just going to place my front on the back panel so that I can take my measurements. Okay, all right guys, so this is what I have. Guys, so let's go ahead now and shape this dress. As you can see, sorry, it's a bit dark and I have to shout, it's drizzling out there. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is to measure out my vertical measurement from my shoulder tip, the one closest to my neckline. So I'm going to mark out 12 inches, which is my bust point, 17 inches my under bust, and 28 from my shoulder to hips. Let me do the same thing at the other side. 12 inches for my bust point, just as a guide. Okay, to take our measurements, then 28 inches for my hips. Okay, so now I'm going to take my bust circumference on this bust point line. My bust circumference is 24. From that, I'm going to subtract half inch on both sides. So I'm just going to give it half inch on the side. Come here as well and mark half inch for my bust points. And I'll come to the under bust. I'll come to the under bust here, and I'll take my under bust measurement, which is what, 20 inches, and here I have 22, so that means I can do with 1 inch on both sides. My hips line, I'll go ahead and measure what my hips, I hope you can all see it, circumference is, and I only have 1 inch to share. That means I'll mark what, half inch here and half inch at the other side. Okay, so from here I'll just draw a straight line down to the end of my gown, my kimono gown. Okay, so because I don't want it to be pencil. If you want it to be pencil, go ahead and make it pencil, but I just want it to be this straight, so I'll just draw a straight line to the base of the gown. So just make this place curved so that it's not too sharp. Okay, the same thing for the other side. So I'll come to the other side as well, and I'll connect the lines. Okay, just to the base of my dress. Okay, then I'll connect this place to be more curved. So that is what I'll go ahead and stitch. Guys, I've gone ahead and I've stitched my sleeves, so my sleeves are ready. As you can see, that's the front part of the sleeve and that's the back sleeve. Okay, so how do we fix it? You're going to grab your bodice or your gown, insert your sleeve into it. Okay, so the center part, as you can see, I've notched it, would be on the shoulder line. So you're going to place it, just insert it. You would have turned it to the right side. Okay, so insert it like so. Make sure the front sleeve and the front arm will connect together, and you can just use your pins to hold it together. So which is what I'm going to do. And then you sew on half inch allowance. Remember, that's the allowance we give it. Just sew it all round until it meets this sides meet. Can you see? So they're going to meet. The same thing you do for the other side, for this other side, the back armhole. Okay, the back armhole, sorry. Okay, I'll do the same thing for the second sleeve, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, right now, as you can see, I've attached my sleeves for both sides. Okay, can you see? So next thing to do is to knit your work by cutting out all the threads. Okay, so if you have an overlock machine, you can go ahead and weave those parts, okay, to make it neater. So with this, we've come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Let's meet in the next tutorial.